everyone, and thank you for tuning into Trade Chat. My name is Panzer, and I woke up at the crack of dawn to make this video. Alright, you got me. It's 2:30 p.m. and I don't need your judgment. Anyways, guys, today the Nighthold releases, and I am very excited about it, if for no other reason than I'm going to be able to finish my Suramar quest and get my Arcanist Mana Saber, and all will be right in the world. But, of course, it's always fun to go into a new raid with your guild, and this is the first raid that drops tier this expansion, which, by the way, if you're someone who doesn't normally do the weekly events for whatever reason, this week is time walking and it rewards a piece of Nighthold gear that can be tiers. So make sure that you do that because you could get tier gear and it's like way less work than raiding. So yeah, excuse me. So without further ado, guys, let's check out this new cinematic. If you're interested in watching it yourself, it'll be linked in the info below and all that jazz. Jesus! Gul'dan, you looking rough these days. Holy crap. Oh, it can. Oh no. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, yes! Oh my god, that was the most satisfying thing.
What I have seen. You know what we face. Now, mortals, follow me.
I will.
Into the abyss.
I'm gonna follow you. Okay. Okay. So that was incredibly satisfying. I, for one, am a fan of any time that Illidan gets to take center stage. And I've thought from day one that Legion would kind of turn out to be this redemption story for Illidan. This story where, you know, you see this side of him and you understand why he made the choices he made, and you see that even in his sort of like inhuman demon hunter state that he's still, I don't know, has the best interests of the world at heart, even if, you know, the ends didn't necessarily always justify the means. It's also really great that Gul'dan did not end up being the big bad, and that's not even because like he keeps narrowly escaping death and it's obnoxious. It's more so that like I feel like his intentions have always been to be the most powerful and to have the most control over people and things, and just the fact that he's not even like the final boss, and you know, you see him and he's in front of the portal and it's just disintegrating in front of his eyes, and he sees sort of what is his life's work or his alternate reality life's work. I don't know. Things are confusing. And it just sort of all crumbles in front of him, and that's just the end. It was kind of this moment where it was all for naught. And it's not to say that he didn't do some really bad things while he was around, but he certainly didn't do what he wanted to. So I feel like it was for being a minute long, it was a really powerful cinematic. I had feelings. I got goosebumps, and I feel like having Illidan as this figure that's sort of an inspirational, motivational leader as opposed to being like the final boss is really cool. And I would love to see other storylines and other ways that Blizzard could do that with other characters, like Arthas, for instance. Obviously, Illidan and Arthas were both in Warcraft 3, but, you know, we had heard about StarCraft Ghost, which never ended up happening. And that was supposed to explore the story of a specific, StarCraft Ghost. It was supposed to explore the story of Nova, and it got canceled. But I would love to see some sort of like, well, I guess to be fair, Illidan's sort of getting that, but I would love to see other expansions that explored other big villains that people really like. Arthas is the one that comes to my mind, even though we know a lot about Arthas. Just anytime that we can get different perspectives. I always like I'm a little extra rambly today because I'm only about halfway through this cup of tea, but I always like in any movie or game or anything when you get to see more than one dimension of a villain. So often villains are portrayed and you see just them being evil and their motivations are power or money or whatever it is. And in the animated short that was released at Comic-Con this year, we saw this alternate version of Gul'dan where he is really just relentlessly bullied and he's reaching out to the elements because he's a shaman and they're ignoring him. And kind of because of all of that, he goes to the dark side. And when he starts to see this power and feeling so powerless for so long, it's very intoxicating for him and it makes him a little more understandable and relatable. I mean, not to the extent that it is, because I also am a firm believer that if you know what it feels like to be treated badly, you probably shouldn't pass that on. But in a lot of movies and a lot of TV shows, I tend to really be captivated by villain stories. Like Regina in Once Upon a Time is one that I usually use as an example because she had such a huge character arc and changed so much. And I love the insight into why they make the decisions they make and how they ended up where they ended up, because I think everybody in reality and movies and games and everything kind of thinks they're doing the right thing or thinks that the reasons that they are justifying their actions with are valid, you know? Like, I think that even a lot of bad people in bad situations, like, they were doing what they thought in their mind was right or just or whatever. So I'm really liking this new kind of perspective of Illidan. And as far as the raid goes, I haven't been in it yet. It's still morning for me. But I'm going into it tonight. I'm really excited about it. We're going to start in normal and then we'll work on heroic after we've cleared normal. We did get ahead of the curve for Trial of Valor and Emerald Nightmare already. So we're really looking forward to going into Nighthold and getting tier gear and seeing the bosses and seeing the raid. Suramar is so pretty. I've been looking forward to Suramar Palace since they announced it at, Gamescom last year. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. I'm also really looking forward to getting my Arcanist Mana Saber mount and I don't know, this expansion has been so good. Like, I know there are some people that are kind of perpetually negative, and I've always found a lot of solace and escape in World of Warcraft, and it's not been something that I've ever really wanted to funnel negative energy into, but man, Legion has just been great. Like, there just is always so much to do and so many options, and it seems like they put out content faster than I can play it, which is, God, it's the best problem ever. It's the best problem ever. So yeah, TLDR, excited for Nighthold, excited to get some new gear, excited to see these new encounters, new quests, whatnot. Also, backing up a little bit, well, I guess fast forwarding a little bit, it was announced that the next raid is going to be Tomb of Sargeras, and there is going to be gear that's like heavily inspired by Tier 6, so it's going to be kind of like HD remodeled Tier 6, and I'm really excited about that. So let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the cinematic, what your feelings on Nighthold are, and the future of World of Warcraft from here on out, as well as, well, I guess not the future of all of World of Warcraft, but what's coming up soon, and what you've thought of Legion so far. I know it's a lot of questions. It's early for me. And I'm going to go finish this cup of tea, but I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. I love you all. You're in my hearts. You're in my coffee cup. I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.